What is monostable multivibrator and its working principle? Hi, this is Karthik from Kadapa. Welcome to my channel. Now I am going to discussing about the monostable multivibrator. The name itself says that one state is a stable state and another state is a quasi-stable state. Let us assume that I am going to assume 0 is a stable state, and whereas 1 is the quasi-stable state. Here stable state is a permanent one. Whenever if you apply an external trigger to the circuit, the state is changed from 0 to 1. Now the state is a quasi-stable state, that is it is a temporary state. Then no need to apply an external trigger to change the transition from 1 to 0. The transition is automatically changes from 0 to 1 by the circuit itself. Here we have to know one thing is, whenever you apply an external trigger, how the transition is changes from 0 to 1, and after some time t, how the transition changes from 1 to 0 by the circuit itself, and what are the parameters are included to change the transition from 1 to 0, and what are the elements to change the transition from 1 to 0. Now coming to the circuit, in this circuit, so here both transistors and Q1, Q2 are identical transistors. These are the resistors RC are connected to VCC. We can also call it as a load resistances. Here one of the transistor is AC coupled by the capacitor and one of the transistor is DC coupled by the resistor. So see here, the negative power supply VBB is connected to the base of Q1 through a transistor R2. So this is the N, P, N. So this negative power supply acts as a reverse bias for this transistor Q1. So due to the negative power supply, transistor Q1 is off state. Whenever you switch on the power supply VCC, so since transistor Q1 is off, the voltage across C1 is VCC. So here one terminal of your capacitor is VCC. So due to this, the current flowing through a R from VCC is going towards like this to the input of your transistor Q2. So due to the current flow like this, the transistor is in on state. So due to a transistor is on, therefore the voltage across collector is, the voltage across collector is 0. Now this state is a stable state, that means a permanent state. In order to change the state from 0 to 1, we have to apply an external trigger at the base of the transistor Q1. The external trigger should be a positive large voltage signal. So this large voltage signal is sufficient to change the transition from Q1 off to on, that means in forward bias. So now transistor Q1 is on state. So since transistor Q1 is on, now the voltage across the collector terminal is changes from VCC to 0. Now see here, the one terminal of capacitor is connected to 0. That means it acts as a short circuit path to flow a current like this. Now the current is changed the direction from VCC is flow like this. Now there is no current flowing towards the base of Q2, so now transistor Q2 is off. So due to transistor off, the output voltage across across collector C2 is VCC. So that VCC is nothing but logic 1. Now the output VCC, now that circuit is in quasi-stable state. After some time t in the sense, the time constant RC, see here, the current is flowing through R towards the capacitor and through the ground. So one terminal of capacitor is 0 and another terminal of capacitor is also 0. So due to a due to the flow of current to the capacitor, now the capacitor tries to charge from 0 voltage towards VCC. Now the voltage of capacitor is 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, like that. The voltage is increasing towards VCC. Whenever the voltage of one terminal of a capacitor is equal to the cutting voltage of transistor Q2, so this voltage is enough to change the transition, or this voltage is enough to conduct a transistor of Q2 from off to on. Here the time is taken to charge the capacitor from 0 voltage to the cut-in voltage of transistor Q2. That time is called T. That T is called RC, time constant. So once the voltage across the capacitor is equal to the cut-in voltage of transistor Q2, now transistor Q2 is on. So due to on state, the output voltage comes to VCC to 0. Therefore the output comes to 1 to 0. The transition is changed itself by the circuit without applying a external trigger at the base of the transistor Q1. Now the output voltage, the collector voltage of Q2 is 0. That 0 is directly appear at the terminal Q1. Now transistor is in off state. So due to transistor is in off state, the voltage again comes back from 0 to VCC at the collector terminal Q1. So this VCC, so since one terminal of capacitor is VCC, now the current direction is changes from here to here, and again transistor Q2 is in on state continuously. Then in order to change the transition again, so we have to apply external trigger to change the transition. Okay, please like this video. If you have any comment, please comment that. I will rectify or I will clarify you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.